Well, with me right now I have Ray Gillen. Ray Gillen is the chair of the Metroplex
Schenectady County Metroplex Development Authority.
I knew I got development, I got Metroplex, I got it all in there, but not in the right order. But anyway, I knew he would take care of that for me. When you see a lot of new businesses coming into the area, they don't just pop into the area. There's a lot of work that goes behind it. Sometimes they need a little incentive to come into the community. Whatever it takes, we're trying to get new business in. And I think the Metroplex Development Authority, got it?
That's right.
Schenectady County Development Authority is instrumental. So we're going to be talking about some of the businesses that are coming in. And Ray, maybe you can tell us, how do they go about doing all that?
Well, Ann, thanks for having us. I think the cats are cuter than I am. So I love the cats in the last session, especially the one with the green eyes. But we are working very hard at the county. And we work with the city as a partner and with all the towns and villages in the county to bring new companies to Schenectady County. And when you called last week and said, why don't you come on and talk about some of those new companies, I was thrilled because last year we made 60 economic development announcements in this county. Over 60.
Wow.
And this year we're on pace to do that same amount. So we have a lot of companies, a lot of new businesses, a lot of new jobs coming into the county, and we wanted to just talk about a couple of them. The first one up is GE. We invested at Metroplex $5 million to bring a whole new part of GE to Schenectady.
Is that their battery plant?
The battery plant. It's a part of the transportation business from GE. It's headquartered in Chicago. It was not part of the energy group that's been here for 100 years. It's a brand new division of GE. Our $5 million was matched by a $170 million investment by GE.
You were dropping a bucket, weren't you?
Dropping a bucket, but it was important to show that the community wanted to win this deal. We worked very closely with all our friends at the county legislature and the city council and the mayor and brought this new division of GE to Schenectady. Now, they promised to invest $170 million. They've already done that. They promised to create 350 new jobs by January of 2017. They're already above that goal. There are almost 400 new jobs at the battery plant, 3 years ahead of schedule. And
what an impact on our community.
Huge. You have almost 400 new jobs, good paying GE manufacturing jobs, family supporting jobs. And we had, of course, the chairman of GE, Jeff Immelt, Mr. Immelt, came in and participated in the ribbon cutting for that plant. So that was a great honor for Schenectady. So you still have people around Schenectady, and we talk about this all the time, man, which is why your show is so important, to say, well, what's going on at GE? Are they still down there? Is GE,
have they left?
GE has over 4,500 people downtown. They have over 2,000 people in Niskayuna. And it is one of, if not the largest corporate campus in the state of New York. And since 2004, by working closely with GE and our county economic development team, they've added over 1,000 new jobs at the downtown campus. So we really have to get that message out. The new global green energy headquarters for GE is downtown, the new battery plants downtown, and GE moved last year their headquarters for their power and water division from Atlanta to Schenectady.
Yay!
So exciting things are happening at GE. Speaking of energy companies, we announced a couple of weeks ago a company called Oterra moved here from Malta. Everybody's talking about Malta and all the great things
everybody's going to Malta right now.
But we brought a company to Tech Drive in Schenectady. And,
where's Tech Drive?
It's over. It's an IDA industrial business park right off of Maxon Road, up near where the Gazette is headquartered. And this company is a clean energy company, fits in with our green energy work at GE. They are developing processes that will make gasoline and oil that is at very low quality a much higher quality using a clean technology, an energy efficient technology. So that's going to help everybody get their gas prices down. So it's a very exciting company. And again, they outgrew their space in Malta, looked around the state, looked around the country, and picked Schenectady. We're very, very successful.
So you have kind of a library of spaces.
That's right. We keep an inventory of sites, land, and spaces, and available buildings, and we're very aggressive. There was a day, years ago, where Schenectady was not in the business of chasing business. And we're not. We're very, very proactive now. We are very organized, we are very proactive, and if somebody's looking for a place to put their business and create some jobs and be a good partner with the community, Companies like our TransFinder that's coming downtown, and you're going to have them on the show next week, that want to be part of Schenectady. We want them here. We just brought a company to our community from South Carolina, a great company called Old Dominion. They were voted one of the top 100 most trusted companies in America by Forbes magazine. They are just got approval to build a 60,000 square foot building out in Glenville, right off of exit 26. About 135 new jobs.
And what do they make? What do they do?
This is a distribution center.
Okay.
So it'll store goods, and they will provide those goods via a truck operation to customers around the Northeast from that Glenville site. Very good paying company. It's about an $8.35 million investment.
And they're bringing jobs in.
Bringing jobs. So they bring jobs in, create sales tax. There are new people working, people eating at restaurants. And again, they're paying taxes on a field that didn't pay any taxes
didn't
before.
Have anything on
So
before,
we're really, really excited about these projects. And sometimes in Schenectady, we don't celebrate our own success. There may be a little blip in the paper that Oterra is coming or Old Dominion's coming, but these are meaningful, good paying jobs.
It's not just a name, there's a lot behind it.
Exactly. This is a national company, Old Dominion. They do over $2 billion in sales. They could have gone anywhere in the Northeast, and they're proud to say we're part of Schenectady.
But you were looking, and you were able to kind of make that connection to get them interested.
We work very closely with the town, with the county legislature, and what we say to them is we can get you approved and welcome you into Schenectady County faster than our competitor counties. Old Dominion's a great example of that. From the day we announced that project to their final approvals, which allows them to start construction this summer, 76 days.
That's incredible.
That, in this day and age,
incredible.
To get...
Because you got to do the land.
We got to go through the public hearings
yeah.
and all the approvals, and we didn't take any shortcuts. We did everything correctly. But to do that and get the project approved, that's what companies want. They want a community that wants them. They want a good labor force, which we have in Schenectady, and they're catching the excitement, the buzz, the energy. Downtown looks great. The towns look great. People see these new companies coming in, so one success builds on the other.
And we got to talk about quality of life.
Yes.
We certainly have, I don't want to say improved, it seems to me that we have an exciting quality of life in our communities.
That's right. That's right. People can go to the Proctors, they come downtown, they can be in Saratoga, they can be in New York City. We say to these companies, you're looking for a spot to service the Northeast. This is a great jumping off point.
It's a hub.
It's a hub, and the community shows itself so much better than it did a few years ago.
And now, when I see like Panera's go up in Glenville,
yes.
Is that something that you had a hand in?
We had a major role in that deal. Here's how. Everyone remembers just a few years ago in Glenville, right in the middle of Glenville, they had a 14-acre site with a closed Kmart and a closed Albany Public Market. Think how long it had been closed to have a closed Albany Public Market. And we worked very hard at the county to create a tax infrastructure deal that allowed us to knock down that horrible old Kmart and get Target to come in there and replace, wreck and ruin of that site and the blighted looking buildings on that site.
No, it looks good
with
now.
The
It looks
Target
beautiful.
building, and then
it's
following
well
on Target.
landscaped, too.
Absolutely, well lit, and really kind of bringing a lot of new energy to Glenville. But the Panera is the first of what will be many tenants that will locate in and around that Target store. Target only built 20-some stores in the United States last year. And they picked Glenville, they picked Schenectady County for that store. It was a major win. It was a $20 million investment. But it was critical. You can't have a thriving Glenville when you have a 14-acre site in the middle of town, dead, empty. Just like you couldn't have a thriving Schenectady.
Blight.
Exactly. You couldn't have a thriving Schenectady County without downtown. You talk about some of the new businesses downtown. Johnny's is probably the hottest restaurant in upstate New York.
Yeah, it really is.
Jamming. Zen, which is right across from the New Hampton Inn, is doing great. Center Street, which is a new beer garden.
Pub. I was over there. It's
jamming.
They did a beautiful job.
Very busy, and...
what about the new restaurant coming in? I don't know if you had anything to do with that, the Mexican Radio?
Mexican Radio, we're very involved in that project. We negotiated the deal to purchase that building, which was closed from OTB, and then we're providing a little bit of funding to help take out the asbestos, stabilize the building, and then we turned it over to Mexican Radio, and construction is underway.
And they're going to provide jobs. They'll provide an engine for the downtown.
We didn't provide any funding for Johnny's. We didn't provide any funding for Zen. we provided a little bit of funding to help the folks at Center Street take what was a closed printing plant that had been closed forever, and now it is an exciting venue in downtown. So it's a little bit of a facade money, and we get our dollars back many times over. A couple of other companies, if we have another minute.
Yeah, we do.
We have a company that we just brought out to Glenville called PAL Turbine, and they repair and upgrade gas and steam turbines. And they just leased 60,000 square feet out at our Glenville Business and Technology Park, again in Glenville, and they're thrilled to be here. And what are they doing? They're bringing back some of the turbines that were made in Schenectady.
Oh, and they're
and they're taking all the talented people who live in Schenectady who know a lot about turbines, and they're bringing those two things together.
What a partnership.
To fix and repair and modernize, and they're very excited about the fact that they're bringing gas turbines back here that were built 20, 30 years ago and giving them a new life and energizing those turbines.
And we're recycling, and that's the important thing.
Exactly. You know, so we have Richmore out at the county airport building a new hangar, a new jet hangar, because the Schenectady County Airport is a great place to be between the GE campus, which is the largest tech campus in the state, and the Global Foundries campus, which is one of the fastest growing business parks in the state. You know, and again, we still have so many people in our community who don't understand that you have 1,000 new jobs at GE. You have the battery plant. You have thousands of new jobs at Global Foundries. And Schenectady is right in the middle of it all. And we have a thriving new downtown, and we have a lot of activities in the towns. Metroplex is typecast as that we're not active in the towns. We're very active in the towns. We're fixing things.
That's why we have him on the show, so that everybody knows what Ray Gillen and his board. It's a nonprofit organization, so and it's well governed. And it's important for you as viewers to know what's going on, and it's one of the most unique. I think it's the only one in this state.
Only one of its kind. You know, we take a little bit of sales tax money every year, and we invest it in projects that create jobs, create more sales tax, create property tax, and create a benefit to the community. And we have a very strong team. You know, when we have the support of the county legislature, the support of all of our local governments. So when we go in and meet with these companies, we say you're going to get a warm welcome in Schenectady. We're going to work with SCCC and get you training for your employees.
And they're so responsive.
You're going to stay at our nice hotels when you're setting up your factory. You're going to enjoy our restaurants and clubs. You're going to enjoy the quality of life here. You want to buy a house? Look at the Stockade, look at Glenville, look at Niskuna. You can live in a farm, you can live in a beautiful suburban community, you can live in the city.
We got it all in this county. We got it all right here.
Lots going on, and we appreciate your help in getting the message out, Ann. Thank you.
Ray Gillen from Schenectady County Metroplex Authority.
Thank you.
Good. And we'll have him on again. As things progress in our community, we're going to find out more about what's going on and what the little engine behind it all it is.
We're trying, and thank you so much.
I'm Ann Perla. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to go to Schenectady County. We're going to be talking to Joe McQueen.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
We are working very hard at the county, and we work with the city as a partner and with all the towns and villages in the county to bring new companies to Schenectady County. And when you called last week and said, why don't you come on and talk about some of those new companies, I was thrilled, because last year we made 60 economic development announcements in this county. Over 60.
Wow.
And this year we're on pace to do that same amount. So we have a lot of companies, a lot of new businesses, a lot of new jobs coming into the county, and we wanted to just talk about a couple of them. The first one up is GE. We invested at Metroplex $5 million to bring a whole new part of GE to Schenectady.
Is that their battery plant?
The battery plant. It's a part of the transportation business from GE. It's headquartered in Chicago. It was not part of the energy group that's been here for 100 years. It's a brand new division of GE. Our $5 million was
incentive to come into the community. Whatever it takes, we're trying to get new business in. And I think the Metroplex Development Authority, got it?
That's right.
Schenectady County Development Authority is instrumental. So we're going to be talking about some of the businesses that are coming in. And Ray, maybe you can tell us, how do they go about doing all that?
Well, Ann, thanks for having us. I think the cats are cuter than I am, so I love the cats in the last session, especially the one with the green eyes. But we matched by a $170 million investment by GE.
You were dropping a bucket, weren't you?
Dropping a bucket, but it was important to show that the community wanted to win this deal. We worked very closely with all our friends at the county legislature and the city council and the mayor, and brought this new division of GE to Schenectady. Now, they promised to invest $170 million. They've already done that. They promised to create 350 new jobs by January.
Well, with me right now, I have Ray Gillen. Ray Gillen is the chair of the Metroplex
Schenectady County Metroplex Development Authority.
I knew I got development, I got Metroplex, I got it all in there, but not in the right order. But anyway, I knew he would take care of that for me. When you see a lot of new businesses coming into the area, they don't just pop into the area. There's a lot of work that goes behind it. Sometimes they need a little